Mic check 1 2 1 2. Microphone check. All right, we up in here. Let's see. Shout out to NC Worker. Shout out to the Wu-Tang Clan. What up, y'all? I'm only gonna be on here for a little bit. Just want to come in here and chop it up with the peoples real quick. Trying to figure out how come y'all ain't got certified yet. So I noticed there's a couple streams going on. Usually around this time of the year, everybody starts streaming about goals for the year 2024, which are understandable, but I want to reflect on how come some of you all still haven't gotten certified in whatever it is, whatever certification that you're pursuing, whether it's your IT fundamentals, A plus, Net plus, Security plus, AWS, CCNA, or whatever freaking higher level certification that you claim that you want to get. Like, what's the holdup? Like, what y'all been doing all year, man? Do y'all need some motivation out in these streets? So I guess I'm here to try to provide some motivation. So I want to go over 11 reasons. 11 reasons you aren't getting certified or you haven't gotten certified. And I found this little article here on the internet, which I'm going to share my screen in a second. Let's see. Where is it at? Is this it? Yes, this is it. All right. Let's talk about 11 reasons you have not gotten certified and you're still just out here just twiddling your thumbs trying to figure out, as to whether or not you're trying to start a new career, put more money in your pocket. Like what's the dealio? All right, so we're going to go over this real quick. So here's 11 reasons why people fail to achieve their goals. And I'm willing to bet if you are one of these people trying to get into tech and you haven't gotten certified throughout the entire 2023, you might fall into one of these categories. All right, let's talk about the first one. It says shifting focus from reward to effort. It says thinking about the end result and achieving the victory of reaching a goal is exciting. You might find yourself saying something like, man, I can't wait until I get that new job title, or I'm going to look so good at the beach for the summer. It says that could be great motivators. It's easy to start out full of energy and motivation at the beginning because our focus is on the end result. It says, however, there's a disconnect with our brain's focus before we start our goals and after we actually begin. Before we start putting the work in, we're focused on a reward. Then slowly but surely, we begin to focus more on the effort, i.e. the hard work it takes to get that reward. It says the key is to redirect our focus back to the reward as often as it takes to push through. So shifting the focus from reward to effort. So what does that mean? So a lot of you guys come into IT or you want to learn IT. You see everybody and their mama out here talking about how you can make six figures, how you can get this illustrious career and not have to worry about being laid off or whatever the case may be. And y'all see everybody with these degrees, these job titles, these certifications. And you're like, I want to be like that person. And that's all fine and dandy. You should aspire to be like that. But here's the problem. Here's the disconnect with so many people who come into IT. You come into IT, all your eyeballs are all wide-eyed, and then you look at all the work that's required to attain those certifications or to try to get that job or try to get that high-paying salary. And some of you guys just kind of freeze up. You don't want to do the work. You don't want to sit down and look at the boring slideshows or go through the lessons and lectures or whoever the heck it is that's teaching you this stuff, or even if you're doing some self-taught type of stuff, you just want to go from broken dusty to making six figures and just totally skip all the hard work that's in the middle. Well, you can't really do that, right? If this is something that you really want to do, you really want to get into tech so you can make six figures and beyond and live your wildest fantasies, you're going to have to go through that so-called boring stuff, i.e. the hard work of actually learning the stuff that you need to learn so that you can successfully pass whatever certification and or course that you're trying to get to. There is no shortcut to it. I don't care what all these other content creators out here talking about, how they can take you from zero to $100,000+ All you got to do is just sign up for my $15,000 course or whatever the case may be, and we're going to get you up in there. That's not how any of this stuff works. All right. What works is you need to sit down, put a game plan together, and learn the information and become competent at it so that you can put yourself on a trajectory to getting to six figures, or hell, just even getting your first job in IT. That's what's going to happen. All right. All right. Next thing that's causing some of y'all to not get certified. Your goals are undefined or unrealistic. Says, perhaps you want to write a best-selling novel or become the next viral YouTube star. Says, well, that's great. There's nothing wrong with that. But how do you plan to make any of this happen? Without a clear definition of goals, they're just wishy-washy fantasies. Says, if you never read a book or written anything longer than a tweet, writing a best-selling novel is unrealistic. Likewise, simply saying you want to be a viral YouTube star is too vague without putting in specifications in place. Says if you don't choose the right goals, you'll end up becoming frustrated due to a lack of progress or a lack of enthusiasm to stay motivated. And then it says some other stuff, right? So your goals are undefined or unrealistic. Once again, this kind of ties into what I just said about the first point. Everybody wants to make six figures. And look, there's nothing wrong with wanting to make six figures. Making six figures can be great, especially if you never made that type of money before. But you got to be realistic about how you are going to get into it. A couple of days ago, I posted a video where it was a clip of I was on the tech YouTuber's name Before the Billion. So go check my videos where I got the thumbnail that says $15,000 tech courses. Right during that video, during portions of that video, Before the Billions, that's the name of the YouTuber. He was talking about certain content creators floating around YouTube and on Facebook, where they're kind of like advertising the lifestyle that one could attain by earning six figures or above by working in tech. And so what happens, what tends to happen from what I see is people see these videos, they'll be attracted to, oh, this person's talking about making six figures. They're posing in front of private jets. They're posing in front of high-end expensive cars. But they're not really talking about, well, what does it actually take to attain that six figures, right? All people see is the so-called end result of the high-end flashy lifestyle. But once again, nobody wants to actually dive into the nitty-gritty details about what are the steps that it takes for you to get to that high-end flashy lifestyle that you believe that you want to live. So this ties directly into that. Your goals are undefined and unrealistic. So when you're getting into tech, you want to set measurable goals. There's an acronym out there. It's called the what is it called? SMART. Let me find it. SMART goals. Let me pull it up on my screen here. Give me 1 second. I keep forgetting me. Do this. Do this. All right, here we go. All right, so I don't know. Can y'all see this? So let me find a picture of it. Let's see. There we go. All right, here we go. So you want to make what they call SMART goals. Stands for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based. So you guys want to go out there, you want to create specific goals like, hey, I want to get A+ certified. I want to get Network Plus certified. I want to get Security Plus certified. You need to outline specifically what you want. Not necessarily, hey, I want to have $100,000+ in my bank account by the end of the year. No, that's not a very realistic goal. Although, well, yeah, for most people starting off, that's not a very realistic goal. But you want to make smart, specific goals, such as just go out there and state, hey, I want to attain this certification, right? Like A+ certification or something like that. And then you want to make it measurable. You want to define your measurable assets, right? And so what does that actually mean? Let's go down here and see what they're out here talking about. It says, what evidence will prove that you are making progress towards your goal? What evidence will prove that you achieved your goal? So What are the things that you are doing to actually try to put yourself in position to attaining this certification? Are you just out here just talking about you want the cert? Are you out here just watching random videos, hopping from course to course? Or are you actually out there getting into the weeds, the nitty gritty, writing down your notes, studying 30 minutes to an hour a day? Are you actually investing time into trying to actually attain that goal? All right. Shout out to Omar Harvey. He says, "How do you get ready for the A plus?" I'm gonna come back to that later on. Shout out to my man Keep It Techie. Goals are 100% important. Super facts. Next, you've got attainable. You want to confirm your goals are attainable. So once again, you don't need no crazy. You don't need to be out here talking like, I want to get A plus, Net plus, Security plus, Pen test, CYSA, CCNA. I want to get all these certifications in 6 to 12 months. That's probably not going to happen for most of y'all, right? Especially if you're starting off in tech. Hell, that's not even going to happen for people who've been working in tech for 15, 20 plus years. We can't even study that much stuff. You just need to focus on one thing at a time, put together a plan of action on how you're going to attack it and achieve it, right? Also, relevant. Verify that your goals are relevant. So, another thing that tends to happen with tech, you got a lot of people that like to just chase certifications, or cert stack is what we call it, right? Where they're just stacking certifications. Now, there's nothing wrong if you want to be one of these people who has like a gazillion IT certifications so that you can have a whole bunch of things to post up on your LinkedIn account showing that you're the man or the woman out here. But are all of these gazillion IT certifications that you're chasing, are they actually going to help you land a job or land the job that you think you want? So my thing is, you just need to be chasing the certifications that are specified by the type of job that you're trying to get. So if you're trying to go into cybersecurity, obviously you're going to want to get your Security Plus, maybe your CEH, maybe your pen tester, maybe your, what is that, CYSA, what is that, cybersecurity analyst or something like that. Those are things that you might want to focus on. You getting an AWS certification when you want to go into a cybersecurity role, I'm not saying that you shouldn't get it, but it doesn't necessarily 100% align. All right. So these are just some things that you might want to think about. And also the T, time base. Set up a time-based plan. So this is probably the biggest thing right here. A lot of people, they'll say they want to do something, but they never actually put a deadline towards actually accomplishing it. And so one of the things I always tell people is, if you're dead serious about getting a certification and you want to convince me that you're serious about getting it, go buy your voucher to take your test and schedule your exam. That'll let me know that you're at least 75% serious. And why would you do that? Because now you've already invested some money into this. You've locked in a deadline. And pretty much if you don't show up to take the test on the day that you scheduled it, you're potentially going to fail and or lose your money, right? So if you're dead serious about this, get a voucher, book your test before you start studying, before you actually come up with a game plan of how to get it. Get the voucher, set a deadline to take the test so that hopefully you can force your way to study this information. So anyways, that's the SMART acronym right there. Now let's get back to these reasons why you haven't gotten certified, right? Next reason, they say there are too many things on your plate. All right. So you got baby mamas out there, you got baby daddies out there, you got this going on, you got that going on, this going on, that going on. You got all types of YouTube videos to watch that have nothing to do with your tech education. You just got so much going on. So this is part of the reason why a lot of people just didn't get certified in 2023, because I see a lot of y'all come to my channel. A lot of y'all come to Keep It Techie's channel, Professor Black Ops and others that are out there. And we see the comments, and some of y'all send me messages directly telling me what you want to do. And here we are, a full calendar year into 2023, and some of y'all haven't even made the initial step towards getting certified. And it's more than likely because you just got too many things going on that have nothing to do with you actually attaining that certification. So you guys need to, coming into 2024, you need to get focused, because just think about this, right? Let's just say that you were brand new, starting off, wanting to get into tech, never knew anything about computers whatsoever. Starting back in January of 2023, this whole year, throughout this whole year, that was more than enough time for you to get at least your IT fundamentals, your A plus, maybe your network plus and or security plus. Like this whole 12-month calendar, that was enough time for you to knock out 2 to 3, maybe even 4 certifications, entry level certifications. Let me stress that. If you were dead serious about getting this thing done. But moving into 2024, if you are serious, it's highly advised that you clear some of this unnecessary crap off your plate so that you can focus, so that you can get these certs, go out there and get these jobs, and go out there and just start throwing money in the air because you think that's what we all do. All right. Next, it says reasons why you didn't accomplish your goals. You got poor planning. Poor planning derails all efforts. Says just about every goal is going to require at least some planning, and others are, of course, going to need extensive planning. It says if you neglect to work out the steps for how to actually get from point A to point B, well, you very likely will never make it to point B. All right. So, do you have a plan, ladies and gentlemen? Do you have a plan? Or are you just saying, hey, I want to do this? Well, we all want to do a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, listen, I want to get into shape. Let me tell you guys something, right? So I'm ex-military. If I might go find some of my old pictures when I used to be, in my 20s in the military. I used to lift a lot of weights. I used to run 2 miles in 14 minutes. One point I was jumping out of airplanes. I was trying to be G.I. Joe out in these streets for real, once upon a time in my life. Anyways, a whole bunch of injuries later. I ended up getting medically separated from the military back in 2015. After I got out the military, I started stuffing my face like a boss. I'm at every barbecue. I'm on every cruise ship. Anywhere that there's a celebration and some food, I'm up in the spot just making it do what it do. And guess what? I don't pack some pounds on. You know what I'm saying? I'm no longer the Tech G of yesteryear. I'm the dad bod Tech G right now. So my goal, after speaking with my doctors, they was like, hey, you need to get your health crap together. You need to get your fat ass back into the gym is what they was basically telling me. So I decided I'm going to start working back out. Now, here's the thing. I've been kind of going through this yo-yo cycle up and down of trying to get into the rhythm of working out. I'm going to go do this. I'm going to go do that. I got experience, yada, yada, yada. I've come to this point that I can't really go in there and freestyle with the gym. I have to go into the gym with a structured plan, day-to-day activities of what I'm going to do, how long, how many reps, how many sets, yada, 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 because I can't freestyle this thing. I'm too old to be trying to freestyle this crap like how I used to do back in the day. So instead of me going out there to hire a personal trainer, I downloaded this fitness app using artificial intelligence, right? Where I go in there and I punch in all of my information, my measurements, what type of workout equipment I got, how often do I want to work out, yada, yada, yada. And what this thing does, this app is called, what's the name of it? I just downloaded it. What it's called, I just forgot the name of the app. Give me a sec. Give me a minute. I'll bring it back up. But anyway, what this app does, it builds a workout plan for me, right? Of everything I'm supposed to do every single day, with videos if I need help and assistance. It's basically like an artificial intelligence personal trainer, except I don't have somebody yelling and screaming at me. But it provides structure, a detailed plan of, hey, if I do this, that, and the third, these are the results that I should expect to accomplish in my weight loss fitness journey, right? So this is what I have to use for my personal life, right? When you guys start talking about you want to get into IT and start getting certifications, you need to approach this with a similar mindset. I want to get A+ certified, Network Plus certified. Well, what are the materials that you're going to get access to help you get to it? And then once you get access to those materials, whether it's on some self-study stuff or you're signing up for a tech college, community college, or you buy a course through somebody like me or whatever, what you have to put together a plan of action for how you're going to actually study this stuff. I'm going to study Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. I got my notebooks, I got my pens, I got my highlighters, I got my flashcards. I know I'm going to go through these lectures, yada, yada, yada. You need to put together a real solid plan instead of just freestyling this thing of like, oh, I'm just going to watch a couple videos here, watch a couple videos here. You're probably not going to achieve the results that you think you're going to achieve. So put together a solid plan of how you're going to do this, combined with a timeline for when you're going to achieve these certifications going into 2024. And I promise you, you will come out successful on the other end, assuming you are serious about this whole IT certification career thing. Next reason why you didn't get certified in 2023, it says you lost sight of the why factor. It says goals can be set on any topic imaginable, but if you don't have a higher purpose, it makes it easy to give up once the initial motivation and excitement wears off. Understanding how your goal is relevant to you allows you to persevere even when the going gets tough. So, what is your why factor? Why are you trying to get into tech? I want to make six figures. Is six figures really the motivating factor? Or is you getting into a career field that you think can provide you career stability? It's at the forefront of all industries for the most part, because our entire economy is directly tied to IT. Are these some of the motivational factors? Maybe you want to change your family's financial future, your financial future. You just want to be put yourself in a position to be more upwardly mobile than you probably currently are. And then once you figure out that why factor, once again, you gotta, when you're going through the process of, oh Lord, this stuff is boring, these certifications are dry, Tech G's videos are just dry, and yada yada. Listen, I've heard it all, right? You got to keep that why factor in front, right? Because here's the thing: once you guys go get the job, your tech job, you start working in tech, doing whatever you do, unless you're studying for another certification, you're not looking at dry, boring slideshows every single day, right? Like when I go to work, I'm not looking at slideshows unless I'm creating them for you guys to look at. Oftentimes, I got whatever system I'm in charge of monitoring over here, and I got my Netflix, Amazon, or YouTube playing over here. Like, it's just kind of how my professional life is structured these days, right? So you got, anyways, but for those of you guys trying to get to that point, you got to have this why factor, man. When you're going through the dry, boring lectures and you're sitting there crying your eyeballs out, trying to understand why the hell you're learning this stuff, just think about what is at the end of these damn slideshows. There's a job waiting for you. There's hopefully an increase in salary waiting for you. What else? There's a chance to upgrade your lifestyle, upward mobility, whatever it is that you might be lacking now in your professional life and personal life. This is what is hopefully at the end of the rainbow once you get through all these dry, boring slideshows, right? So keep the why factor in mind. Shout out to my man King. He says, do you think it's a bad idea to start with cybersecurity instead of A+? So I'm gonna get to y'all's questions after I go through this boring presentation on why you all didn't get certified in 2023. All right. Excuses, and more excuses. So listen, we all know everybody got an excuse, right? Everybody, I have excuses, you got excuses, your kids got excuses, your mommy and daddy got excuses. Everybody got an excuse. But at some point, as a fully functioning grown man or woman, you're going to have to put those excuses to the side and just get the shit done that you're trying to get done. I mean, that's the only way that this thing works, right? Especially when you're trying to learn these certifications so that you can hopefully make yourself more marketable and go get one of these illustrious IT jobs and make the big bucks. Because here's the reality: nobody cares about your excuses. I mean, they're nice to listen to, will pat you on the back and tell you everything's going to be okay. But at the end of the day, nobody really cares, man, because we all got our own excuses. We all got our problems that we're dealing with. And nobody really wants to hear your crap when, especially if your crap is being put on top of my crap or somebody else's crap. So you just got to decide in your brain, I'm going to get this crap done because I'm trying to get this crap done so I can get to whatever level in life I'm trying to get to. So all the excuses, oh, I broke my leg. I was in the hospital. My baby mama left me. My baby mama hit me with child support. My baby daddy did this. Don't nobody care. All right. Nobody cares, man. Nobody, I mean, other than you, but most people, they don't care. Prospective employers, they're not going to care. All they want to do is see, do you meet the requirements to apply for this job? If not, Nobody cares about anything that was going on in your personal life. I hate to sound like that, but I'm just one of these. I'm not going to say an extreme realist, but nobody cares. So you gotta remove the excuses and just get the crap done. All right. Shout out to Justin Williams in the building. Appreciate you being here. Next, we got a fear of failure. It says not reaching a goal because of the fear of failure is crippling and an insecurity that can seriously hold you back in life. Nobody wants to fail, and fear of failure often stems from a need for perfectionism. So I see this fear of failure a lot when it comes to people who are scared to take these tests. So people will go through, they'll study their eyeballs out, learn all the information that they got to learn, and then they'll freeze up at the test. They won't go out there and take the test for whatever freaking reason that they can conjure up in their mind because, they're scared of failure. Well, my thing is, you got to go out there and take the test, right? That's the only way you're going to ever find out if you can actually pass these certs is by going to take the test. And so what? Let's just say you do go out there, you take your certification exam and you fail. Who gives a damn? Go back and take it again, especially if it's something that you really want, because chances are, hopefully that nervousness factor will have subsided somewhat. You already know what to expect when you're going in there. So hopefully that'll give you enough time to properly prepare in a way that you probably didn't properly prepare. And then I believe the odds of you passing on the second time will drastically go up. So you can't necessarily just let fear paralyze you. Yes, we're all human. Yes, we all experience a fear of failure, but at some point you got to get over that shit and go out there and just try to make it do what it do. All right. So moving on. Let's see. It says failing to anticipate obstacles. It says, guess what? That fantastic shiny goal of yours with the too good to fail plan is almost certainly not going to go perfectly to plan. Problems arise and obstacles get in the way. That's just how the universe works. If you fail to plan for some of these problems ahead of time, they may just prevent you from reaching your goal altogether. All right. So you're not anticipating obstacles. So I've actually had this experience with some students that I deal with offline where they've gone through, studied everything, trying to get learned up on whatever cert, bought their vouchers, scheduled their exam, and then I know at least one student, they didn't properly prepare for adequate transportation to the testing center. I'll put it that way. So when it was time for them, basically, when it was time for them to get a ride to the testing center, their transportation failed to show up and they couldn't show up to the testing center. And guess what? All that money they paid for that voucher went out the window. They couldn't reschedule the test because they were within the 24-hour time limit to reschedule the exam, and the money went bye-bye. So they didn't think about, well, what, if my main transportation doesn't show up, do I have an alternate? Can I get a ride with my cousin? Can I call an Uber? Can I do this? Can I do that? They didn't plan for that, right? So guess what? Their test went bye-bye. Also, there was another student. This student, he studied, studied up everything he was supposed to study, booked his exam, all that crap, shows up to the testing center and forgot to bring 2 forms of ID. All right. Now, this person was given clear instructions. This is what you have to bring. And they didn't show up to the testing center with the proper forms of ID. Guess what? Their test was null and void. They lost all their money. So now if they want to go retake this test, they're going to have to come up with another $200 something or so. But this is, they didn't anticipate this. They failed to properly prepare, and they didn't anticipate these obstacles, even though this necessarily wasn't an obstacle because it was told to this person, you got to bring this type of ID. For whatever reason, they showed up to the spot and didn't have the proper ID, and they couldn't take the test. And they lost their money. There is no set deadline. We already talked about this, but like I said, I'll repeat it one more again. If you guys are serious about getting certified in the year 2024, go buy your vouchers and schedule your exam. Lock yourself into it. Show that you are committed to this thing because you put some money on the line, and hopefully that will motivate you to study and do everything you got to do to study to go successfully pass this test, or else risk losing your money. All right. So that's something that you should have did in 2023. But now that we're going into 2024, do it this year. Allowing naysayers to doubt the goal. All right. Says the bigger the goal, the more people you may have doubting that you can accomplish it. It's easy to listen to the naysayers and allow their doubt to sidetrack or even derail your goals. And this could be why you fail to achieve your goals. Anyways, get all the haters out your life, ladies and gentlemen. Haters are everywhere. Shout out to LS3. Here's another tech bro up in the building. He teaches coding, computer programming, and coding, something like that. That's the homie right there. But anyways, get the haters out your life, man. I mean, we all hear this saying. We've been hearing this saying since forever. But at some point, you really do have to get haters out your life. If you're trying to focus on a goal and get somewhere, you have to remove haters out your life. Like if you look at my personal life, the older I get, the smaller my circle of influence and friends gets, right? I used to have a whole bunch of friends growing up. I'm in 2 fraternities. I got all this, that, and the third going on. Here I am, 43 years old. I got literally a handful of people that I actually speak to on a regular basis. Like we're talking about like maybe 5 people, right? Because I don't have time for a lot of negativity in my life when in my real life, when it comes to me trying to pursue things or trying to achieve goals. Like, listen, I've had people tell me in my real life that you can't grow a YouTube channel. You can't teach IT courses and blah, blah, blah. I had to cut some of them people off. I see them at and some of them are family. I'd be like, hey, I see you at the family reunion, the Christmas function, but all this other crazy shit you talking, you can't be over here in the Tech G world because Tech G trying to get it popping out these streets, right? Trying to help people get educated out here in tech, certified, and I'm trying to grow this damn channel. So, needless to say, I don't really talk to too many of them that much other than, the occasional, I like the picture on Facebook. Hey, cousin, how you doing? And we just keep it pushing like that. All right. But get rid of the haters, man, moving into 2024. And this ain't just about tech. This is just about your overall life in general. Like, I know a lot of people are addicted to haters, right? I don't know what it is about keeping people around you that are constantly talking crap or constantly pouring doubt into your life. I don't understand it, right? I mean, it could be amusing to a certain extent to listen to, but when you're not serious, but when you decide to actually get serious and take ownership of your life, I don't see how you can keep them people around you all the damn time. You got to push them people the fuck away. And excuse my language, I'm a little passionate about this, but you just got to get these people the hell up out your way and just move forward. Procrastination delays goals. All right. So Abraham Lincoln said, give me 6 hours to chop down the tree. I will spend the first 4 sharpening the axe. It says, out of all the reasons why we fail to achieve our goals, none are as deadly as procrastination. Yes, procrastination. Look, I'm not going to sit here and act like I wasn't the procrastination king at once upon a time in my life, because I was. But procrastination will do you in damn near every single time, man. Like I say, a lot of y'all have been talking this crap about wanting to get into tech and get certified all year long. And guess what? Y'all been procrastinating, coming up with excuses, looking at twerk videos on YouTube and TikTok all day long. You're like, you haven't been doing what you were supposed to do, man. You just been procrastinating. I get to it next week. I get to it tomorrow. I do it this, and you just never get to it. Well, guess what? You ain't getting closer to that $100,000 salary either. If you know what I'm saying, especially for those of you who aren't making that type of money. So the longer you keep dragging this thing out, the longer it's going to take for you to actually reach that magical 6-figure salary that attracted you to IT in the first place, right? So you can keep playing these games, but guess what? Myself, Keep It Techie, LS3, we all going to keep cashing these $100,000 paychecks while you out there talking about what you want to do. But what you out here talking about when you going to cash them. Well, stop talking about when you going to cash them and actually go out there and start cashing them, right? Go get certified, man. I'll be showing y'all videos. Matter of fact, and moving into 2024, I might start doing more videos where I'm just on Indeed. And we're going to go by city. You're going to tell me the city you live in. I live in Charlotte. I live in Atlanta. I live in Dallas. And we're going to go to your city and we're going to pull up all the damn jobs in your area that's paying six figures in tech or can put you on a path to making six figures in tech. And then we're gonna ask you, how come you ain't got this job yet? Like what's your problem? You know what I'm saying? Like we need to really figure these things out. So I think that's part of the what we're gonna do in 2024. Look, I don't want to come on here and give you all these, oh, everything's gonna be all right. Just have faith, all these happy motivational. I mean, it's part of that is, I am here for the motivational crap. But remember, I'm ex-military. I was in the Army for 13 years. I used to talk to my soldiers like they weren't shit all the time as a form of motivation. And I feel like sometimes I got to talk to y'all that way. I think I got to get to that point to get y'all to kind of realize, like, man, y'all are wasting a lot of time, man. Y'all wasting time, man. Y'all sitting here watching motivational speeches on YouTube all day long, and that's fine and dandy for the content creator like myself. But at some point, you got to actually go out there and do the damn work so that you can get the six figures and go out there and just start making it rain at the strip club or whatever the hell it is you like to do with your life. You have to actually do the damn work. Stop procrastinating, just get the crap done. All right. What else? All right, that's it. So those are the reasons, right? And shout out to whoever put this list together. Well, let me go ahead and get his brother his credit. This is Chris Porteous, whoever the hell he is. But shout out to Chris Porteous, right? These are the things, I believe that have caused you to go the entire year of 2023 and not get certified. While you haven't gotten that job, that illustrious six-figure job you've been telling everybody that you're going to get. It's because you've been out there bullshitting the entire 2023. I don't want to see y'all out there bullshitting anymore. Get your shit together so you can get certified and go get a motherfucking job. Excuse my language. I know I got youngins watching these videos, but damn it, somebody got to say the crap. Don't go another year and you ain't got certified and you ain't got no job, especially when they got jobs all over the damn place out here. There was when me and Professor Black Ops did our live stream about 2 weeks ago, we said that there were like over 700,000 unfilled cybersecurity jobs in the U.S. alone. 700,000. That means you could have went out there and got a job, worked it for about 4 or 5 months over here, and went and got another job doing something else over here. Like you had opportunities, so you could have had multiple jobs in the year 2023. I don't want to see y'all rolling into 2024 repeating the same crap you did in 2022 and 2023. You're just sitting around watching these videos. And look, I appreciate every single view and every single subscriber that comes here. I appreciate that. And I damn sure appreciate all y'all who sign up for my channel memberships. I definitely appreciate all y'all. But at some point, you got to go get certified so you can get a job. We got to get to that point in the conversation. So I'm hoping that this serves as some type of motivation. You know what I'm saying? I gotta revert back into Sergeant G over here. I hope this reverts back into some type of turns into some type of motivation, so that you can actually take all this wonderful knowledge I put out there, LS3 puts out there, Keep It Techie puts out there, Professor Black Ops, Before the Billions, Gabe A with his channel Struggle Security. You take all this information and go apply that shit so you can go get a goddamn job. Because we want to see you win. We want to see you fill your bank accounts up with money, man. We want to see you get upward mobility. I don't want to sit here and have to go through another year of listening to reasons and excuses as to why you didn't get certified when all the knowledge is out there. It's just up to you to do it. You know what I mean? That's all I came on here to say, man. You know what I'm saying? Probably next week I might do another live stream and it'll be more positive with less curse words. I'll give you the fluffy, you can do it speeches. But right now, we got to reflect on what the hell happened over 2023. Why didn't you get certified? You know what I'm saying? Like what's been the holdup? So anyways, that's my speech, man. Hopefully you felt motivated. I felt motivated. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Wu-Tang Clan, you know what I'm saying, for helping to get me motivated out in these streets, man. So anyways, let me go ahead and see what y'all here yapping about. All right, so let me go back to the top. How do you get ready for the A+ certification? All right, real easy, man. You buy my course. You buy my course or you sign up for my memberships where I got all those wonderful slideshows. But real talk, you go out there and you find a curriculum, whether it's courses, online courses that I offer or somebody else offers, or you go get you a book, or you go freaking sign up for a tech college community. I don't care what you do. Whatever you do is totally dependent upon what you can afford to do. But you go sign up for a course of some sorts or a book or whatever, and you start reading that stuff. You start going through those lectures. You get those pens, papers, highlighters, write notes down. You find you some online labs if you don't have equipment just lying around to play with, and you get busy out in these streets, man. That's how you get prepared for the A+ cert. You got to sit down and actually start learning the information and then trying to apply the information so that you can pass the certification. Like there is no magical solution to this to where I'd be like, yeah, here's Tech G's course. You watch a couple videos, go to sleep, and wake up and you're magically A+ certified. That's not how any of this works. You got to crack them books open, watch some slideshows, some video presentations, whatever it is that you're doing, and get busy. That's just how this works, man. That's how this works. Do you think it's a bad idea to start with cybersecurity instead of A+? All right, so this is like one of those little trick questions here, somewhat, sort of. Well, then again, no, it's not. So let me go ahead and give you my answer, and I said trick question because depending upon who you ask and who you talk to, the answers could be wildly different. But since you're on the Tech G channel, let me give you the Tech G answer. You need to go get your A+ certification. That's what you need to do, right? You need to understand what the hell a computer is and how it works. That's what that cert's there for you to do. Then I highly encourage you to go get your Network Plus certification so that you can learn how do these computers communicate and talk to each other, which allows for us to enjoy the internets. Then you need to go get your Security Plus cert so you can learn basic security concepts about threats to the computer, threats to personnel, threats to networks, how to, do some basic stuff to secure this stuff. And then you need to go out there and get a job, right? You need to go get you a job. Now you can go get a job in between A+ and Network Plus, but you need to get them 3 certs and go get a job. And then you need to start working in IT. And then you want to transition into a cybersecurity role. That's my advice to you. Because when you do the transition the way that I teach it, you'll have I should put it that way. You should have a very solid understanding of how all of these underlying technologies work. How does the hacker even get into the network in the first damn place? Like, what is the hacker attacking, and how did this person get in there? You should have a somewhat solid foundational understanding of how all this stuff works that allow for your transition into a cybersecurity role be somewhat smoother. Now, understand cybersecurity is an umbrella term, right? Not everybody is a penetration tester. Not everybody is out here doing red team, blue team, all that other stuff. You got what are called cybersecurity paper pushers, where these are people, they don't necessarily need like a super strong understanding of how a computer works, because all they're doing is writing up cybersecurity type of policies all day. You know what I'm saying? And making sure that companies are in compliance with whatever state and federal regulations that they have to be in compliance with in terms of securing data and all that other stuff. So it really depends. But the way that I preach and teach this thing, I'm teaching people, go get A+, Net Plus, Security Plus, get a job, then transition to a cybersecurity role. That's how Tech G does it or preaches it. Says, I'm taking free classes for computers at my community college, and it's great. I'm doing Net Plus, and I'm taking Security Plus in January. Shout out to Justin. Get it done, Justin. Get it done. I believe in you. You can do it. Anton's alive. Shout out to Anton for being alive. Listen, we're glad you're alive, Anton. I would hate for your name to be Anton's dead. I would be like, oh, how the hell are you up here? Shout out to you for being alive. He says, yeah, it sucks, but in IT, it takes a couple of years to get the big bucks, certs or not. Just got to keep grinding. Yeah, it could take a couple of years. Well, depends on what lane of tech you want to go. But the easiest path, which is the path I teach, I'm biased to this, the easiest path, it might take you a couple of years. And what's a couple of years? I always tell people 3 to 5 years. Realistically, you can be cracking 6 figures working in tech, coming the way that I teach people how to get into it. 5 to 10 years if you're dragging your feet, just being lazy. But within 3 to 5 years, it's extremely realistic to where you could be breaking six figures, or if you're not making six figures, listen, let's just say you're working a job and you're only making $40,000 a year right now. You're working at the meat plant, or whatever plant is in your city or whatever, right? You're only making 40,000, and then you learn IT. In 3 years, your salary don't went up to 75, $80,000. I don't think that's a bad thing, considering in three years you don't doubled your income learning IT. You haven't cracked six figures, but you're making twice the money you were making working at the pencil sharpening factory, right? Because at the pencil sharpening factory, how long would it take for you to make six figures at that factory? You might work there 20, 30 years and never make six figures. You understand what I'm saying? Or in IT, you can get there in about 3 to 5 years. If you decide to put a plan together and know what you want to do and get busy with it, you can do it. You know what I mean? No excuses. Facts. Let's see. What else y'all here yapping about? It's hard to make six figures in tech, but it can be done. I don't think so, man. I'm not gonna say it's easy, but I'm not gonna say it's hard. It's somewhere in the middle. And I think that's really dependent upon what you want to do in tech and how specialized you want to get. All right. If you want to be, because I was talking to a dude about a month or two ago. I was on some YouTube panel, and there was a dude, on the panel who was trying to flex on somebody else, where he was talking about, I've been in tech for 16 years. I know everything. Now, he wasn't talking to me, right? He was talking to somebody else who had been in tech for like 8 years. He was trying to basically say, I've been in the industry for 8 years longer than you, and I know more about tech. Then I had to come off there and slap the big joker on him. Like, I've been doing it for 20 years. So does that make me a more of an expert than you? But anyways, this dude, he got on the panel and he admitted he works in an IT support specialist role, right? And so I was like, wait a second. I was like, how long did you say you worked at tech? He's like, yeah, I've been in for 16 years. I'm like, so you're an IT support specialist? He was like, yeah. I'm like, wait a second. What? Like, why are you still doing entry level work at 16 years? Like, what happened here? You know what I'm saying? Like unless this person chose to do that, then hey, that's one thing. But I didn't understand it. I was like, you've been in 16 years doing an entry level IT job. Like, how is that even possible? You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you're up here trying to stunt on somebody else because you've been working in tech 8 years longer than them. But the person that had less time in the tech industry, which is funny. So the person that he was trying to flex on that only had about 8 to 10 years working in tech, this person was making almost $200,000 a year in his position. But this guy over here, 16 years as an IT support specialist, is basically trying to stunt on somebody that makes 3, 4 times his income or whatever the case may be. It was the weirdest crap. But anyways, I say all this to say, if you want to make six figures in tech, it really depends on you. What you want to do in tech, how specialized you want to get, and how serious you are about getting into tech, because it can be done. And it's not going to take you 16 years to do it, whatever the case may be, unless you choose to put yourself in these positions to where you don't advance because you're comfortable. Then, hey, do what you do, rock out, keep it pushing. But if you want to make six figures, man, the only hard part about it is, can you dedicate yourself to learning the information you need to learn to put yourself in a position to possibly get looked at for a six-figure salary? Can you do that? Can you log off the YouTube and the Netflix and not watch the game on Sunday and dedicate a couple hours towards learning this stuff? If you can do that, you can possibly get six figures. But the problem is, it's hard to put Netflix down. It's hard to put Instagram down, especially every other picture is a half-naked woman who's twerking. It's hard to put that stuff down, right? But if you can find a way to do that, you might be able to get the six figures, man. Shout out to only who Wait, hold up. Only Who Men 51. All right, shout out to you, man, with that crazy name. Shout out to you. Is it possible to hold two jobs in tech? Yeah, it is, man. You can do a lot of stuff in tech. Listen, there's a guy floating around these YouTube spaces. I'm not gonna say his name, but he says he makes $500,000 a year working in IT, 500,000 plus dollars, right? 50,000 plus dollars a month. This brother got about, according to him, he works about 4 or 5 different jobs. So he works about 4 or 5 different contract jobs at the same time, right? Which allows for him to get these $500,000 salaries. Now, I'm not telling you to go out there and do that. And I know people that do work 2 different jobs, or they'll be doing contract work over here for one company and contract work. And you go look at their computer, they got 3 or 4 computer monitors set up, 2 of them for one company, 2 for another company. It is possible, but I think me personally, I don't know if I'm a person. I value time, right? I value my time. I value time with my wife, my kids, my personal time, so I can go out there and live my best life and do whatever the hell it is I like to do. I don't want to be stuck behind a computer all times of the night or all day long. And then I'm just busy, just busy, just doing stuff just so I can say I'm making $500,000 a year, or I'm doing this, or I'm doing that. That's not me. Now, if that's you, that's fine. If you're young, you ain't got no wife, no kids, nothing going on, then go out there and get all the damn jobs you can get. But I'll be 44 years old in April, man. I ain't trying to do all that crap, right? I'll take a lesser paying job that allows me to have more time off, or whatever the case may be, versus me trying to get the highest paying job or work 2 or 3 jobs just so I can come online and flex on people saying I'm making 200, 300, $400,000 a year. So hope that makes sense, man. But oh yeah, but in regards to the 2 jobs, oh yeah, I forgot to mention that also depends on not NDAs, but what do you call them? Non-competes, right? Did you sign a form with your company saying that you can't moonlight, you can't start up a business, or work for another company doing something else? So that's all. So I'm glad you mentioned that, but that's all a part of your onboarding process and what the company's going to allow for you to do. So you got to keep that in mind as well. I've been in so many IT environments where people have no certs and are making 6 figures, but they have college degrees. So it helps, but you can still break into tech. Yes, that is possible. I'm not going to be one of these people that says college is a waste of time. I have 3 college degrees, so I can't say it's a waste of time. But thing is, I guess it just depends on what you want to do in tech. That's what I always tell people. So you go read these job descriptions. Just pull up like 10 different jobs, read the job descriptions, and see what they all in there talking about. Depending upon what you want to do, a lot of them may or may not say you have to have a college degree. You also got to understand, a lot of these companies, they'll put college degree in the job description, even though, because here's what I'm saying. I've seen help desk IT support positions require people to have college degrees to apply for the job. Now, why in the world do you need a 4-year degree to apply for a help desk position that has a high turnover rate? The reason why they're doing that is because they're trying to cut down on the amount of people who are applying for this job, right? So you post this stuff to Indeed, Monster, LinkedIn, or whatever, there might be 1,000 people who rush in to apply for this job. But if I put the requirement, you have to have a college degree to apply, now my 1,000 has been just cut down to about maybe 200 people, right? And then out of those 200 people, I can go through there and start filtering out. It's way easier to filter through 200 people than it is to filter through 1,000 people. So I'm not saying that you shouldn't get a college degree. My personal thing is, does a college degree align with your personal goals, or your professional goals and aspirations? A lot of positions in tech don't require you to have a college degree, right? They just don't. And you can still make a lot of money doing it. But then there are some positions that specifically state that you have to have a college degree. And then it becomes a matter of, are they just putting that to weed people out, or is this actually a necessity that you have to have in order to fulfill this job role? So, but yes, there are people who have college degrees that don't have certs that are making pretty good money in tech. Giving me Fort Leonard Wood flashbacks. Shout out to Fort Leonard Wood, right? I never been out to Fort Leonard Wood, but yeah, man. I'm a high school student. Core One took me out by only 4%. I got to stop cursing on here. We got high school kids watching, so excuse all the profanity. Even though y'all curse more than I do, probably. So you failed the test by 4%. It's all good, high school kid Omar. Go back in there, study, and you'll probably pass it the second time go. Here's the thing. A lot of people fail IT certs on the first time go. That's extremely common. Just go back there and retest, and you're more than likely pass. And being that you're a high school student, I can almost promise you that your school or your county is paying for your testing voucher. So it's probably money. The money's probably not even coming directly out of your pocket. It's coming out of the taxpayer's pocket. So go out there and use up your taxpayers' money, get you another voucher, and go retest. Fort Live in the Woods. Yeah, man. Shout out to Earl. Yeah. Old buddy said he had 5 jobs, man. Ain't nobody trying to work no 5 jobs, B. All right, that's dedication. I'm going to come back stronger for that retake. Facts. Do your thing, man. So anyways, y'all, it's been almost an hour on here. So I just want to come on here and give y'all a motivational speech, kind of smack some of y'all up the head a little bit that haven't been out there getting certified. You spent all 2023 BSing online, playing your little PlayStation video games, out there looking at Pornhub and all this other crazy stuff y'all are into. Y'all been doing all this crap, man. Put all that stuff to the side and go freaking learn these certifications so that you can get certified. Because once you get into the rhythm of doing it, I promise you, it's not going to seem like an impossible task, right? The impossible aspect about it is just dedicating time to learning it. I'm going to set aside 30 minutes to an hour a day, and I'm going to sit here and learn this stuff, because at the end of the rainbow, there's a certification I'm going to hang on my freaking LinkedIn profile, and there's a job coming with it, and hopefully a path to 6 figures and beyond, so I can get out here and start flexing on people, right? That's what awaits you. But we just got to get certified, man. So don't spend another whole calendar year talking about what you gonna do. Get up in these comments, man, and be like, hey, Tech G, I passed, so I can post your comments or your certifications on the wall of fame, man. So you can be an inspiration for other people. Be like, man, I need to get my crap together so I can get certified out in these streets, man. That's what you guys got to do, man. Especially you high school kids. You high school kids, man, go out there and show these old people up, man. Be like, listen, you old crusty fuddy-duddy. I'm in high school dealing with high school crap, and I'm getting certified out in these streets. Matter of fact, like I say, I deal with high school kids and college kids and career switchers offline, right? Anyway, there was a high school kid. I was teaching him A+. While he was learning A+, he was teaching himself Network Plus and Security Plus at the same time. This kid is now at the University of Florida as a freshman in college, majoring in computer science, and he already has his A+, and I think he passed his Network Plus. He's probably going to pass his Security Plus pretty soon if he hasn't passed it already. And this is a little 17, 18-year-old kid, man. And this is what he's doing. Now, obviously, he doesn't have a wife and kids and all that other crap, but you know what I'm saying? He's a youngin'. Y'all can't be out here letting all you old crusty people, y'all can't be out here letting these youngins upstage you, man. Go out there and get these damn certifications, man. Go out there and get these freaking certs, man. Stop playing games. Oh, excuse me. You passed because of my 10-hour video. Yeah, keep watching that video, man. Share it to all your friends, man. It'll change their lives, man. Appreciate that. Got my MS Data Analyst certificate this June, or Microsoft Data Analyst certificate this June. Looking to round up the admin associate next week winner. See, that's what I'm talking about. Femi, is that how you say your name? Femi? Yeah. Femi put a goal together. I'm assuming, I can't tell if this is a dude or a female. I don't know. But Femi put a goal together, and Femi went out there and did the damn thing. That's what I'm talking about. The rest of y'all, what's your excuse? So, anyways, that's all I got. Hopefully, some of y'all got motivated. Hopefully, some of y'all didn't hit the unsubscribe button, but it is what it is. But I just wanna be a realist here, man. Stop effing around and go get certified, man. All these damn jobs out here in tech, all these damn crazy salaries they out here offering. All you got to do is just go sit down and pass a damn test and then go pass a job interview. You could be in there. You could be in there. You know what I'm saying? But for some reason, you ain't in there. I'm trying to get you in there. So get up in there. That sounded a little suspect what I just said, but you all understand what the hell I'm trying to say. Go pass the damn test, man. Get certified, man, so we can have more results on the board 2024. Y'all come back with your wonderful stories about how you out here balling out of control, man. That's what I want to see, man. I want to see y'all go from broken dusty to balling out of control on IT salaries. That's what I want y'all to do, man. I'm about to chuck deuces on y'all. Got my solutions architect cert a couple weeks ago. Shout out to D Stu. Shout out to this brother. Hell yeah. And y'all go sub to Keep It Techie, man. Keep It Techie get you right out in these streets if you want to learn Linux and get some other motivational talks. But go out there and get this shit done, man. All right, I'm gonna holler at y'all. And appreciate y'all supporting me this year. And hopefully we'll get to 20,000, 30,000 subs one day. But anyways, I'm about to dip. So y'all be easy. I'm out. Well, hold up. Let me go. Wait, hold up. One more question. Hold on. Let me see. I say I will say, oh, I can't read word for damn. I will say learn the foundations, which is A+. It's best to have the foundations. Super facts, Femi. And with that, I'm out. Peace.